Yeah, we in with the evil snake. Super crew, super crew. There you are.
Yep, here I am.
hmm Yeah, I'm excited to do a early talk for for me and you, basically. hmm
Just you and me.
Um, Anybody can find a way in, they come in, but I'm not going to give the link. Does that make sense?
We just did, didn't you? Put on a messenger and on on
Well,
the Telegram.
yeah, but they don't have the link, you know, unless they
Yeah,
go back to
okay.
the past post. Yeah. Um, yeah, that was, yeah, I decided to do uh me and you, just me and you talk mostly, and
Okay.
and uh and yeah, maybe some of our member can come in, because we don't have much member, and I like it that way.
Yeah, keeping it
Yeah, there you
small.
go, just a member, a evil member. hmm
Because I'm in an area where there's traffic, so I don't know how clear it'll be.
Oh, don't worry. Our consequences has it on.
You're getting ready. You're going to work, aren't you? I heard that car starting up.
No, 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 no. I'm going in the evening. Me and my boss decided to switch this today, so I get a little sleep in and do Zoom with a group member. Um, yeah. So talking about last night. Now you seen how people come and bite you, trying to test you.
Yeah.
hmm And also, did you see my game? I
Now
was
you came
blown
in
away.
nice and smooth. You came in
Yeah.
nice and smooth. But I understand what he's saying, but the bottom line is like we discussed, he's
hmm
coming with knowledge but not experience and understanding.
No.
If you come in, we're remembering our powers,
hmm
but we also have to attach the responsibility of
hmm
having those powers.
And to
Without
share it wisely, you know.
exactly
hmm
because because whatever you do does come back at you. And for my own inner healing work, for I've been in a position of a great deal of power in other
hmm
lifetimes.
Yes.
And this lifetime, because of certain things I have done in this lifetime, I came restricted. And also, not just restricted, but an aspect of myself is also my adversary.
And maybe that's a good thing because it's a check and balance
It
in this
is.
life. hmm
And
Check and
it
balance.
is.
hmm
So if you don't, if you're abusive for your power, or you have to learn a certain lesson, you're gonna come back strongly. You're gonna either come back capped, like a few people that we know, or you come back like with me. I was powerful, strong enough that to where I became my own adversary.
Exactly. And me,
Okay.
I'm very
hmm
smart. I learned to always maintain the basic and keep the basic, because the basic is the foundation of all the expansion and contraction.
Yeah.
So by sharing the basic and keep doing the basic, we have developed a cohesion grounding on basic understanding and experience.
Exactly.
That's how I maintain my advancement, because my loyalty is to safety.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we
Why
talked.
safety?
That's
Because you know already. long-term relationship, long-term investment.
Yeah.
Short-term people tend to blow up like a shooting star. Long-term people is like the sun and the moon, always shining.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, now let's deal with last night. You're right. Alex came to basically to challenge,
Exactly.
and it wasn't you guy. It was
An old
me.
timer. Yeah.
Yeah. But guess who I use? I use your own experiences. I taught every one of you.
Mhm.
Remember, believe in your body, emotion, mind, spirit, and your experience, no matter what. No matter what I say, no matter what anyone else say. But believe your experience. And that's the real teacher. Am I correct?
You are correct.
And I never once tell you to ever give value, you know, to what I say, to what I do. I say prioritize you based on the, you know, body, emotion, mind, spirit,
Mhm.
and experience. And that's it. So you see, that's why I win, because I never subjugate anyone under my thumb. You are under my umbrella of knowledge and protection, yes, because I'm your instructor. How the hell we gonna learn this?
Yeah, there has to be a process. And like I
Yeah,
said, with experience, it's not just a book thing. It is
to do,
experience, but at
yeah,
the same time, we have to um, put caution out there, letting people know, like you said, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. You keep
hmm
letting us know, reminding us this is dangerous, nothing to play with. And you go back
and
to the 5 rules, and you know,
hmm
5 rules, like, but you also added the mission statement, which is also
exactly,
very important because we
exactly,
have to keep these things in mind so that we don't go power mad. We can do
exactly.
whatever we want. No, there's a consequence, and the people that we have to give accountability to,
hmm
not just to you, but we have heavenly order that if we don't
Exactly,
follow certain rules and guidelines, there could be those that are more powerful than us to put us under a mountain, and that's not what we want.
and also brainwashing, manipulation, control. Yeah, you're right. You're damn right. I'm guilty.
Well, here's something,
Hmm.
Kasol.
Yeah,
You need to do the brainwashing to undo the brainwashing that's been done.
correct. Wash the brain, clear it out. Hmm. And I
Because
need
we've
to
had
manipulate them. You know why?
because
Break
we've
them
been
down.
manipulated. Yeah,
Hmm.
well, think about it. We've been everything as we've mentioned. All pretty much everything right now is a psyop.
Hmm.
Even scientific data right now is a psyop because it's paid for to have a certain angle.
Exactly.
So
To
everything is a
control
psyop.
the information, to control the
Exactly.
power. That's it.
Exactly. So everything is a psyop. So everything we gotta do is a counter psyop is still a psyop.
That's the reason I make you go through your own experience, because only you can see things for yourself and the truth for yourself. That's the reason we train every day. Don't take my word for it. Go experience. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is I always stress that. Because the reason I do that, because you have is when you go to your own experience, you have discerning. You intuitively know what is actual for you, know what's not actual for you.
Exactly.
That's why. That's why the experience is needed. Intellectual understanding cannot get you there, but intuition
That
understanding
makes
will.
yeah. There's certain things that your knowledge will not get to. You have to experience certain things.
You have discerning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last night, Alex, he really come for me to gut me, but it didn't work. I was playing my role, calm and collective, and next thing you know, we're in the waiting room. That was so nice. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna show my face because it's dark in my evil room. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm at work, so
Yeah,
I got the background covered, but you know, still,
yeah. Go ahead. So
you got the
yeah,
flowers in the background at least.
the flower is good. So so that's why I want to talk about it. Will be people that I teach before that will come and turn against me. Salah did it, Piset did it, Aratad did it. Now, my thing is what what's going on with their psychology? I don't want to open the pathway for them. I don't want to give them ability. But at the end, they want to come and fight me. They will lose. Just like Satan. If he's so good and powerful, why the hell he gotta come and fight God? Go do your own thing. And then they say that he hates humanity. If this being hates humanity, why are you so invested in humanity? It don't make logical sense, practically speaking. If you hate something, you stay avoid it. You avoid it. You avoid that planet, that species, that dimension, because you hate it. Think about it.
Yeah.
If you was not happy with something, why stay there? Why entertain? Correct?
Unless there's a point to prove, which is part of
I can't be
uh,
taken down.
uh
You see, you know why I can't be taken down? Look at it. Look at my pattern. I always point everything back to you.
yeah.
I always say I cannot experience. You can, so no one can take me down. Think about it. Because my teaching is take down proof. Yes, I brainwash people. Yes, I manipulate. Right? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
what's it called? Brainwash, manipulate, and bullshit. I sure do. Am I good at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then talking about belief. Do you already believe? Uh, you say you believe till work. Well, I find out that's not true. Even you find out that too. Oh, have faith. You found out that's not true too, Carlos.
Well, the thing is, for
Because,
me, faith
because
is not as the Christians say.
mhm,
Faith requires us to experience and to study.
mhm.
Then you come out with a logical conclusion, and you believe this based on this information and these experiences. This is the most likely conclusion of what's going to happen.
That's why we
That's
triangulate.
okay, and
Mhm.
that's what faith really is about. Because if you look at it, what did the scientists do when they were observing these particles? Based on their education and
Mhm.
their experience, they said this is most likely what's going to happen, and they began to realize it's exactly what was happening.
And the act of observing influence it as well.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So you can't expect somebody to jump off a cliff and fly because that's not been their experience. But
Unless you
if you
walk them
have some,
through it.
unless you walk them through it, get to the point of levitation and eventually flying.
Exactly.
But that
Mhm.
comes with education and experience.
Little by little. It's not going to happen
Exactly.
overnight. If someone say can do this overnight, I doubt it completely. Why I doubt it? Because from our experience, the tree does not blossom overnight
No.
from a seed. It takes thousands of years before it become a super big tree with an S, thousand. Probably can be millions of years if it lived that long.
Exactly.
Yeah. So so last night, Alex come and he basically he coming after me. That's why I was calming down. That's my signal, because usually Dr. K don't calm down. I calm down for a reason, because I don't look like don't want everyone already used to see me acting a fool all the time. They used to it, but it's 180 degree last night. I didn't act a fool,
Nope.
and they were like, everyone was flabbergasted.
Hold on a second. I got a customer. Hold on a second.
Okay. I will brainwash. I will manipulate. I will bullshit. I will brainwash. Net plate bullshit, super brainwash, super bullshit, super net plate. We are super soldier. Crush. Oh, let me check out my evil. Hold on, stand by. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is so cool. I cannot be stopped. Mm-hmm. Decentralized. Okay, I found out what
All right, I'm
cost
back.
me. I
I'm
want to
back.
find out. I found out what cost me to have so much money.
What's that?
It's decentralized. Observe. Mm-hmm. That one right there, right? See? It's the decentralization money.
I
Because,
got to transfer my stuff to Voyager.
okay, Voyager, yes. And you can go to it.
Because I've already been accepted. I just haven't bought anything yet.
Okay, look, it went up big time. Wow. It was this right here. I transfer it right there, right? And look at my profit margin. See? Wow. Right there. Do you see it now?
Profit loss. Okay.
Right there. That's decentralization. Oh, wow.
Mana
Mhm.
decentralization.
Uh-huh. I transferred from Coinbase.
They don't have any mana.
Okay. Wow. But still look at my 1 million. This thing I
Yeah,
bought for 1 million. Wow.
yeah, but I got the mine's like a 4,000 right now, 4,100 when I checked it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know I didn't put that much money into to have that much, but I'm grateful for it. Just gotta
It's
little by little
okay.
continue.
Yeah. I did it. I did think, you know. That's beautiful. See? I bought it just in time. So, and now we got here. Look at my XLM. And you get interest as well. And we did good.
Mm-hmm.
Good at. So jumping in real time, I make them crazy. And that's why I ask all my students, what have you learned from me? You know, because I'm the super teacher. And super teacher, and you can see what the super teacher do. He be an example. Even the Bible said, Christ said, be an example. That's what a teacher is. We teach by
Exactly.
being example. You follow an example. Now, a lot of people ask for me to say, be example of Christ. I say, don't be example of Christ. That's stupid. And I want to tell you why. Remember when he changed water into wine? He know how to do it, but you didn't know
Mm-hmm.
how to do it. So what is that telling you? He did not transfer the knowledge. That means his teaching is not good. When your student cannot duplicate what you can do, you as a teacher has failed. Think
Yeah.
about it. Because the world judge a teacher by the reflection of his student, of the master. For example, you're my student. You can do things that I can do now. You know how to change water and air into alcohol,
Mhm.
medicine, and food. You can do it. You could just ask and it happened, you know? And
Mhm.
blow. You understand a different level. Every levitation, you know how to do it. Invisibility, you know how to do it. So that means I'm a greatest teacher of all. Everything that I can do, you can duplicate. True?
Yeah.
A master
True.
is judged by his student because the student is the reflection of the master. If the master is amazing, the student should be amazing. That's it. Ain't that beautiful? It should be amazing.
Mhm.
Now, I want to talk about Alex and student like Alex, Silent, and Rata, Lisette, and all the other. What have you noticed? Look at the pattern. They are not happy with something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's something that set them off.
Yes. And you notice I would tell people I would brainwash you, I would manipulate, and guess what happened? I would bullshit. But now, what you found out, I really do it, don't I?
Mhm. Yes, you do.
Uh-huh. And what they do in the military, the same thing.
The same thing.
Brainwash, bullshit, and manipulate. They tear you down and rebuild you.
Mhm.
That's what any organization. And a slave. Now, do you agree what he said that I'm trying to make people a slave?
I can see where he's coming from, but
But
that's not your goal.
practicality, yeah,
That's not your goal.
no. You can see where it's coming from, but what he's saying in relationship to what I'm doing is he describing on yes or no, basing on your experience of me and how I teach, how I mirror you, you know, to be a slave or to be an efficient being
To be an
of yourself
efficient being, but
for life.
you
Mhm.
the thing is, I actually I understand where he's coming from to a degree,
Okay,
but I also said this because what we're going into is such responsibility. We're taking what in essence what we're doing is that we are being responsible. We're
Mhm.
saying there is an accountability. You have to get used to being accountable for your actions because that's the way
Mhm.
heaven is run. It's organized. There's a structure.
Exactly. It's an order, a higher structure, higher order. Yep.
If not,
Yeah.
the five rules would mean nothing if you think
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
it is everything.
There'll still be chaos, but there is still a structure, an order of how certain things are done. If
Correct.
you go, if you don't follow the structure, you're going to be held accountable by somebody because that's the way heaven
Mhm.
runs. And so we're teaching people structure and accountability.
Mhm.
It's not about being a slave for life. It's about you understanding you have accountability for the rest of your
Yes,
life. You're
but
going into
also,
one of those states of being. You're going to be challenged, and there has to be accountability.
mhm. Now freedom. I always tell people there's no such thing as freedom. Do you believe in that? Because you cannot escape existence.
That's true. You
There
can't
is no
escape.
freedom. Now, now a slave, okay, everyone is a slave. I want to prove it to you. What happens if you don't have air?
You physically die.
You're a slave to the air. You're dependent on it. What happens if you don't have water?
You die.
You're a slave to it for life. Am I wrong?
You're correct.
So you don't have freedom. What's freedom mean? That mean you're independent from all things that keep you alive. Are you capable of doing that?
Not in the physical existence.
Exactly. Emotionally too, and mentally too, because it comes with the package. If something happened to the body, something will happen to the mind and emotion. And you don't have to find that out. You can see a child, deny him food, see what happens. Deny him or her water, see what happens. See?
Yeah, we're tethered to some things.
So, do you see? I understand what he's saying. I understand what you're saying, but reality will dictate who's wrong, who's right, basing on reality experience. And that's why I said there is no such thing as freedom. It never will be, because the idea of freedom is an illusion. We have to be real with it because everything we do has cause and effect in reality.
Yes.
The best way is to be free is to not to exist.
This is impossible. There's no such thing as
Exactly.
non-existence.
Hmm. See, I got them all. Checkmate, you know, because energy is always energy. Mhm. And that's pretty much it. And I know Alex is coming to discredit me. I know he's coming in to attack. I know he came in with some kind of vengeful malice, idea, and goal. But my bullshit, my manipulation, my brainwashing is super strong. I can't be taken down, period. Because it's not about super crew. Who is all about? It's everything I do here. It's about each one of you to become an efficient being of who you are. Is that it? And I'm
Do you
teaching you how.
remember? Do you remember
Mhm,
when a lot of this stuff began happening with the election and stuff? And one of the
mhm,
things that says we don't really follow you. We're following Unimetrics One.
mhm,
That still goes. You're teaching us, but we're following Unimetrics One.
mhm.
So he's setting standards too. If you were incorrect, there would be correction.
Mhm. And I seen a whole lot of people. I wrote the book and said, "Now we don't need no Dr. K." That's fine. You have the book, you have the principle. Go. But guess what? Without Dr. K, there's no fun.
That's true. There'll always be pain and suffering. I mean, not fun.
And why the pain? Why the suffering? And now I understand. Before, even like you, I didn't understand what unimetric one means. But it is pain and suffering is the greatest teacher because in the military, pain and suffering build you up to become tolerant to it.
Well, it's not just that.
Hmm. And strong.
Look at the average person. If there's no pain and suffering, what do? They become complacent.
Exactly. They
Pain and
become.
suffering is what helps you to get motivated to
Hmm.
move beyond out of your comfort zone,
Hmm.
causing you to do what you would normally not do and go the extra mile, even depending how bad the pain and suffering is.
Like my gout, for example. I avoid eating
Exactly.
stuff that causes me gout. Before, I loved eating the meat. I loved eating all this crazy food. But now I'm watching everything I'm watching. That's not my character. But I have
So
to be that way. That's
you
my
have to
new
be
character.
that way. That you have to eat healthier
Hmm.
because the pain and suffering. If not, you receive pain and suffering. So if
Hmm.
not, you'd probably be like me, eating a whole bunch of candy and stuff you shouldn't be eating. So I'm even having to do the same thing myself.
And also, someone said, "Can you heal your gout?" It's like, yeah, I'm healing my gout. How? By not eating, by avoiding the food that causes me gout,
Exactly.
and taking my naproxen. Can you manifest? No, I have to follow the doctor order. That's an order, right?
And the naproxen makes you sleepy though.
Well, I take one as needed, and then I go and buy it, and and you don't have to protect yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's why I will brainwash people, I will bullshit, I will manipulate them, take their money, and everything else.
That's what I have. I have naproxen and another drug. And naproxen is a painkiller, but it makes you drowsy.
This one.
It doesn't really do anything for the gout itself. Get rid of
But
the acid, or I call it the uric acid.
yeah, uric acid, the prunan. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But the doctor said when you take this, it help counteract, before things get inflammation, you take this to help counteract it, so it's positive.
Yeah, also the inflammation.
Yeah.
And the other
And
thing I got is a muscle relaxant. Okay, so naproxen is a painkiller and anti-inflammatory.
exactly. So the doctor said, and that's the same medicine similar to what I took before. But another version, I forgot what was it. It was another that it caused me allergic, so they gave me naproxen. You know.
Mm.
hmm You see, the naproxen is like bear. Bear. It's the
Yeah.
same thing, bear. That's strong. But I can't take. You cannot take over 3. Only 3. The maximum 24 hours. But me only need 1. One I don't take. If I need it, I take only 1. It will last for 12 hours. See,
Yeah.
my bullshit is so strong, and people say they notice something about Dr. K. I brainwash, bullshit, manipulate, but I will tell the truth. I'm not afraid. I'm a super soldier. I'm not gonna be like someone saying that 330 years in the future. I say, Carlos, I can't compete with this guy. He too much. 330 years in the future. I
I
say,
gotta go back and read his thing on Facebook about the Incredible Hulk stuff. Super soldier.
it's Carlos. Come on, man. Do you see what I'm thinking? I'm going to would be. I'm just saying the word be, and you fill in the other word.
He's way out there. People just like, oh really? Oh wow. And then believing the bullshit.
You did it. You have to admit with Florin.
Yeah. There's certain things that hard is like yeah, it's a little off, whatever have you. But this is next level bullshit.
The bad part is me because what makes the bad part I think is me personally because I make bullshit real, and the thing is, and the people thought it was bullshit until they really feel the pain from my bullshit. Then it's kind of hard for them to discern. Well, I'm saying only what I say come true. Anybody else not come true.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they gotta know. Dr. K is the secret. hmm And someone say, "Well, who died and make me God?" I didn't die. I'm God. I'm always has been, and everyone else too. But they just forgot. But I remember. So I'm gonna make everyone remember, and that's the secret. I tell people, I mean, like a man only want 3 things in life, and and number 1, a man love to have, his own kingdom, his own place of creativity. Correct, Carlos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And 2, a man love to have companionship. He don't like to be alone. And 3,
Exactly.
he like to discover new things. Curiosity. And if you can fulfill that 3 things, because a rich person, once they make their money, they are bored with money. They want something different. Then they're looking for spiritual power.
Yeah. First part it is it's like the next million and next million and it keep going up and up and up. Then there's a point you're like it does get boring for them.
hmm But before you move up, You always pass on the knowledge to other beings to make someone has to maintain that each of the step. See? Because you can't move up if you don't pass on what you know to the next generation. That's the secret behind it. Hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like to have my advancement, but they like to get rid of me. You notice that? But here's a secret. I'm the fucking power source, you moron.
Hmm.
I am the nuclear fusion generator. You know, and all these people who thinking Einstein is a genius. He's not a fucking genius because I've proven that. I can Tesla too. He's not a fucking genius because I able to make energy just wire and hot glue, and I know how to harness it. Though energy,
Yeah.
it can take any form I wishes according to law of energy conservation. And Tesla couldn't do that. Einstein, he couldn't theorize the stuff I do. I'm sorry. No matter mathematics he used, I cannot describe what super glue can do. Because their understanding science, you got to give something for something. I say I disagree. You don't have to give anything. You just take something and give it a new form.
Yep.
You
0
don't need,
point.
yeah,
0 point. The energy's already there. You just gotta learn how to collect it and transform into what you need.
exactly. And the secret was ask it. Now that's a secret. It's conscious. It's aware. And it's intelligent, super intelligent.
There's
And that's
consciousness. Everything is here's consciousness. In
mhm,
fact, like I said this before, consciousness existed before light did.
exactly.
Light is a form. Light is a form of consciousness.
Hmm.
There are other. So I heard this someplace that there are other universes that are made of things other than light.
Exactly.
What I don't
And
know, that's beyond my ability to grasp. But I got the idea that consciousness existed before light. Even in the Bible, first he
exactly.
said, "Let there be light." Later on, he made the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Hmm.
All right. So how could he say let there be light and then he's making the sun and moon and stars later on?
Exactly. There was consciousness, awareness already there. Now people
Exactly.
don't realize if you want to you want to go religion now, let's go. Okay. Now in the beginning there was darkness. See?
Mhm.
That means God is not the God of light. He is a citizen of darkness, the Dark Lord himself, who desired to create the light.
He has void, formlessness.
Hmm. And all of a sudden he
Kabbalists talk
turned on the
about it.
light.
Yeah, the Kabbalists talk about the Ein Sof and the Ein Sof Ur. And they describe a certain it's one of those aspects as the illumined darkness,
Hmm.
which is very interesting.
Now I have the knowledge that them stupid Illuminati and Masonic order can never have. You already seen what that is. Manifest food, water, and medicine. We have the golden grail.
Yep. Come all the way from the future.
Uh-huh. And they don't have nothing like we have. That's why I'm looking at them wholeheartedly and the truth come out. They didn't know what we know.
Exactly.
Mhm. They don't have the power we have because I can kill them from a distance anywhere through space and time.
Yep.
I'll heal them. So I am the true order. The hell with them. I'm the true market. And they can't handle it because it's a Cambodian guy. It's crazy.
As long as we stay under the umbrella, we got one hell of a backup team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Won't have to tell you this. I'm gonna lie to you. I They can't handle that someone like me would come along and bust a bubble.
No, because they lose control of everything.
Well,
They're hungry. There's a group of them that's hungry with the power they have because they believe in the separation. There's separateness. There's inequality. They believe in inequality. They believe that we're stupid, so we deserve what we get.
mhm. Well, I'm going to tell you the Asian secret. In Asia, every one of us love power, but what thing can give you power, ultimate power, is superpower, super psychic power, okay? Super quantum ability. Asian people are obsessed with that. They devote an entire culture, generation after generation, to obtain that. And here I am, boom, out of blue, nowhere, and having all that and sharing with everyone.
Mhm.
So they have to do everything in their power to stop me, which they can't. Look at Florin. You think she was not threatened by me?
Yeah, she was. She become popular enough to reveal her bullshit and her
Yeah,
powerlessness.
yeah. Of course she is threatened because I'm the real deal. And you think she was not threatened by Sreimom?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because she couldn't control that power.
No, I'm controlling that power. You know how I'm going to do it? By sharing it. That's how you control the power, by sharing it. Why?
Mhm.
Because the power is beyond you. You can't control something that's way beyond you. So it takes more people, to harness this. So when you share it, it grows because everyone become part of the power network.
Mhm.
And you see, I keep getting students who want to come and challenge me and take me down because I'm so fucking popular. I must be doing something right.
Guess so.
They keep thinking as long I'm here, they can't thrive, they can't move up. And I'm thinking, well, what made them say that? The world is big enough for everyone.
Good question. I don't know.
I'm the one that give them ability. I'm the one that open the pathway. I'm the one that do nothing but, you know, I don't want to brainwash them. I don't want to bullshit them. I don't want to manipulate them to get them where they at today. And here they want to take me down. Ungrateful bastards. How you like that, Carlos?
You know.
And yet they're gonna tell people that they the one that came up with the method, this and that. Give it enough time. If people don't know the real story, they would do it. Even my other, who, said the same thing. I call my J Man. You know who J Man is already? The ringmaster.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say, yeah, I don't want to say the full name,
Yeah.
because I have to see him at the event. That's why.
Yeah.
And you see why I wrote the book? It's a document data, copyright and all.
Exactly.
Hmm. But you know what? I'm not here to step people down. And that's why I make a conscious choice that if you're gonna betray me, betray me. Fuck it. Go.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be loyal to me, damn, be loyal to me. Fuck it and keep going. Now if you come and take me down, come on with it. I got something for you. And I would take my student and bam, and I took you last night. I used you as a human shield, didn't I, Carlos? It was
Yes,
amazing.
you did.
And he couldn't take you down. He could go
Look,
through you.
I can't. Yeah, I came with experience and knowledge. I know where he's coming from.
Hmm.
But at the same time, from my experience, like you talked about, you don't need to ask. And I had come from my experience where I've taken another course where you spoke to your superconscious mind and you asked.
You still have to ask,
So
regardless how you do it.
exactly, but I that was where at his level where I could meet him at. Yes,
Mhm.
you can ask. You can speak to your superconscious mind and then literally just put in a request. Ask
Exactly.
it. And
And he say
and
what?
it'll
Yeah. He say you say, oh, you don't have to ask. I say, no, you have to ask. You have to.
yeah, just the request is different for different people.
Hmm.
Like level 6. There are times where I could do a level 6.
Hmm. And you don't
But
need to ask verbally. It's just a desire. That's it.
exactly. That yearning,
Hmm.
it can bring about certain results. And I've had that happen.
Yes.
But
We call that.
you can also simply ask a simple question. Ask it a question and it'll
Hmm.
do it. Because I do it all the time. When I start feeling some of these anxieties and stuff and pains coming up, I ask, could you dissolve this pain and replace it with healing
Hmm.
and this other thing, or with peace?
Hmm.
And I get a confirmation and I blow, and it's done.
Yep. And it's automatic. And why do we ask? Because a lot of people you meet in life, they don't know how to use the level 6 that we call the star seed, or we call it intention, but
Uh-huh.
we call it desire. The reason I don't like to use the word intention because it's complicated. It's a very complicated word. It has, to those who familiar, they know it means the overgo. What is your desire? That's what it means, you know.
Hmm.
But when you use the word intention, people don't, they couldn't consciously, understand it, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we have to use something that which they can understand. Say overgo. What's your overgo? A desire. Yeah, that's level 6 right there. But you desire someone to get hurt. You want them to say hurt. See, let me see. If you use one word hurt, next thing they hurt.
Or just hurt them. That's it.
Yeah,
Hurt them. One or two
yeah.
words.
Hmm.
It could be done. We're not there at this time. I don't care to be there at that point because
Hmm.
that's also a greater responsibility, which requires greater discipline.
Uh-huh. And and
And right
yes, I
now,
know where he's
what
coming from, but here's he went wrong. He challenged me, Carlos. That's
he went
called
wrong, but he's
disrespect.
also he also he know yeah he came wrong, and he also doesn't have the full grasp of the situation.
No, he don't.
He doesn't
No, he
have
don't.
that
No, he
because
don't.
I know about his method. His method is a way of manifesting, and I'm aware of
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
because I've gone through a lot of the things about law of attraction, this and that. So I'm aware of what he's saying,
Hmm.
and he is correct. But they're trying to take it's like a baby who's learning how to crawl. You want them to get up and run,
It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It take
and
time.
that's where he's trying to get to. Why are you
Hmm.
going to get up and run when you first got to learn how to crawl?
There you go. And that's the reason. That's the reason I have to remove him because we've been this to that route. We've been to this route before about I think I don't know, like 5 or 6 weeks ago or something.
Hmm.
That's why I had to stop it because it was getting confusion to some of the student.
Yeah, and like I said, it takes discipline. It takes discipline and focus. And if your
And that's
emotions everywhere, you can't. Your thoughts everywhere, your emotions everywhere. You're gonna wind up manifesting stuff that's gonna hurt you. So you stay at a certain level,
Mhm.
so you can build up. Take time to build up your discipline.
Exactly why you think we're going over to level 4. Okay,
Back to
student,
level 4.
exactly. Now you see if you master level 4, you see level 5 is the same. But the only difference is level 5, we don't blow outwardly. We blow in
No,
imagination. You see?
exactly.
And we
And when
don't
you
grab, you know, at
and when
all.
you choose to stay at that level, at your level, your higher self, your bottom A, meets you. It says okay, so that if
Mhm.
your mind is somewhere else, it's not gonna manifest that as easy or as quickly. It's
Mhm.
gonna no, you're not that level yet, and we
Exactly.
because we can go there, but like I said, if you're not focused right,
Mhm.
but they want to fly before they can even walk,
And
and
that's
that's dangerous.
yes. And I went and I put you to the level 6 before, and it got confusing to most of the student. They
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why you understood it just fine. Partly and say, Mom, just fine, but the other no. It's like they were like, what the fuck, you know? That's when we gotta stop. Stop. Let's
Yeah.
go back. You want to advance? We can't move forward. You gotta go backward. In this case.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yeah.
have to go back to simpler. We get back to into that,
Mm-hmm.
and then gradually move up. Get 4 down, and
Mm-hmm.
then we take every soft step into 5 as we are more ready for it. And just
Exactly.
take our time. It may take us another year to go to step 5. It may take us a year to get
Exactly.
to step 6. So, but
Exactly.
we'll be more prepared.
No matter how long it takes. But the point is, I make them quote the 5 rule, say the over goal now, which is never done before. You notice that. And also, before we do a method, we're going to make an announcement. We're going to do level 4 method of medbed, of gun, of drone, of zero electricity. And then I would ask them, what's the difference between level 4 and level 5? They would very be set. Level 4, you blow outwardly. Level 5, you blow imaginarily or thinkingly.
And I do that on occasion too. I
Uh-huh.
use imagination because I don't have to speak. I understand that.
Okay.
I
Yes,
got that.
exactly.
You know, I still follow those protocols, 4 and 5 protocols, because I'm
Now,
not ready to go to 6 yet.
mhm. Now, what's the difference level 6? Now, level 4, level 5, level 6 can all be said in the mind. You don't have to use word. But the reason we use word because we practice grouply. That's why. Does that make
Exactly.
sense? So not everyone
Exactly.
is conscious telepathic yet, and that's why we have to do it. But level 4, level 5, level 6 is all mental. Uh,
Exactly. And that's what he's talking about. He's actually doing level 6. He said that last night. He's trying to do level 6.
mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's even ready for that.
No.
And the average person is not ready for that. That's simple. You have a desire and it happens.
Mm-hmm. And we done that, the desire, but people couldn't get it down. So that's why we say this is not, our people is not ready. Yeah. They're still baby. They're not ready. It's obviously. So we have to
I'm not.
take them back to basic.
Mm-hmm. Now, usually when I go within, I usually um, I use my desire to manifest certain things, my own healing,
Mm-hmm.
or to
Heal.
manifest something positive, or to manifest something positive. Because, like when we've gone Stargate, I don't always speak, but what I do is I center myself, I focus on my heart, and I
Mm-hmm.
focus actually on my emotion. Not so much my heart, but my emotion. Sort of my heart, but some more on my emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And I focus on gratitude and joy and
Mm-hmm.
love. And that
Okay.
way I'm communicating like that to the entities that we're visiting. Start
Correct.
off with that. That way
Yes.
they know we're not here to be, we're grateful for their presence, and that we're not here being hostile. We're being, you know, they can sense and
Mm-hmm.
feel this
Mm-hmm.
is where they're coming from.
Yep.
And then if I say a thing, it's like you taught us, teacher, we're here to learn.
Yes. And that is important. Now, law number 3 say we are one with all that is. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is real. But
Mm-hmm.
for your conscious mind, it has no clue what that means. See? That's the reason all this training is for. It's training your conscious mind. Your subconscious, your superconscious already know what's up
Yeah.
vividly. But we're here to train a conscious mind. So we have to take the conscious mind through all this journey in order for it to understand the subconscious and the superconscious, or the super collective consciousness.
Exactly.
That's why. Because the five rule, it helped us to navigate that one rule, the law of energy conservation. Ain't that
And that's
crazy?
very interesting because I know when I was having problems with my wife at that when I was married to her,
Mhm.
the things that she done that made me very upset, very angry. And there's certain things I would not do or be very careful how I would pray for certain things because I knew what goes out comes back, that we're
Mhm.
one. So if I do something for against her, it will come back to me. And I
Mhm.
somehow already knew at a subconscious level or through my religious training about rule number 3 and 4.
Yes. Now, now talking about belief, I'm going to tell you, based on your experience, that what he
Mm-hmm.
said was bullshit last night. That you have to believe. No, you don't. Because I proven you don't have to believe it. I shoot you, you will get hurt. I let the spider bite you. Doesn't matter, believe it or not, you will get hurt. Poison will
People,
enter your body.
that's because I don't think he really understands how the quantum world works.
Hmm.
People have belief that if you don't believe in voodoo magic or witchcraft, you won't get hurt. That's
That's
not
a lie.
true because there's something called, as you know, called psychic attack.
Hmm.
If somebody's angry at you and they're sending that negative, angry energy at you, you're going to eventually receive it. And
Hmm.
you're eventually going to feel it or its effect. It could make you
And
sick. It could make you fearful. It could do a lot of make you confused. It could make you do a wrong decision, things like that.
mhm. And I'm going to show you how that works. Do you remember why the first time you were having hard time? Okay, you want to know what, but it still affect you? Do you remember? Because that time you didn't believe, your mind has no understanding what it is yet consciously, but your subconscious mind do, your collective conscious mind do. And guess what happened? There was you say, okay, when it hit you, you just feel a shift, no pain, right? At first.
Mm-hmm.
But next thing you know, your body say, no, we feel pain. Here you go. Whoa. Oh, now you consciously get it. Oh my God, it's real. And that was it. It took what? The next day, but it happened. See?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter you believe it or not. All you do, you're not delaying at all. It's just not your conscious mind. What happened? The emotion and mental, it entered that and boom, it
Mm-hmm.
entered the nervous system. It's information, right? Then your nervous system process it, and your bloodstream receive it. And guess what happened? Now the symptom began. That's what happened. The next time it's there. Because now your mind recognizes, oh shit, this is real. Yes, it is. And it's just like another way to saying it, just like a snake bites you and you didn't know what a snake, you thought, oh, you just pricked something. Next thing you know, you have symptom. So what the heck? Let me go to hospital. Like that. And that's why I
Yeah.
keep saying the bullet and the monk. And I say, who you think will win, the bullet or the monk? Because the point is, if someone shoots you, doesn't matter you believe in the bullet or not, it will kill you and hurt you. It's
Exactly.
that simple. That's the point. Yeah, you can believe in that bullet, the gun. It will kill you regardless. Or you don't have to believe in it. It will kill you regardless. And I can prove it too. When you go to shoot a deer, an animal, right? They have no clue what is a gun or bullet is, but they end
Yeah.
up dead anyway.
Exactly.
That's it. Doesn't matter. You see that? I proven my point. Doesn't matter you believe it or not. It will kill you and hurt you, regardless. Man, talking about get away from the bullet. That's not what we were talking about.
I was about to say, how about atomic bomb? Where you go? How about to go there? Well, what if we use an atomic bomb? Then what?
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
it wouldn't either which way. I understand what you're saying because
That's
even if you
yes.
don't believe it, it's going to affect you. And the same thing with psychic attack.
Hmm.
A psychic attack is directed energy or directed thought. And
Yes, directed
yes,
energy. Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
so it's going to affect you whether you believe it or not. It's still directed energy. If they use a
Exactly.
if they use a microwave gun, they have microwave guns, whether you believe it or not, whether you know it exists or not. If they point at you with a microwave gun, it's going to affect your body,
Exactly.
and that's energy.
That is, there you go. You got the point.
So we can direct energy, the consciousness,
Mhm.
disruptive consciousness, to another individual. We can do that.
That's why, that's why he didn't know what the fuck he talking about, you know, because that's why I brought you in because you didn't believe I was shooting you. Remember you say, I felt nothing. Next day, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it taught you, didn't it? It humbled you after that. Then when
Hmm.
they say, you want to go shoot? Say, no, leave me out. Even you kind of nervous
Yeah,
because
I'm
pain.
more cautious about it. I'm
Yeah.
more conscious about it.
And also you're more respect of it.
Hmm.
Hmm. So yeah. So yeah, he is. Yeah, he came to basically to, like you say, to gut me, but it didn't work because I use as a human shield because I'm the manipulator. I'm the bullshitter and brainwasher. I make sure I brainwash, bullshit, manipulate all my new students. Guess what? That's my to be my super soldier.
But I also come from not just knowledge, I come from experience.
Yes,
You could
and
have knowledge, you could have all this knowledge and still be a fool,
mhm, exactly.
uneducated fool. And I come from enough experience where I understand what he's now I have enough knowledge to understand what he's talking about. But I have enough
Hmm.
experience that I know
What I'm talking about as well.
exactly. Exactly.
And who's right, who's wrong in this case?
You're more on point.
Hmm.
You're a
Based
lot
on
more
what? Not based
based
on
on
intellectual, but based on what?
practical experience.
Exactly. That's the one. See? And that's why, regardless, it has nothing to do with belief at all. Because this is real. I told you. What is real will produce result instantly. It can be duplicated from person to person, regardless. You believe in it or not. It's just how
Yeah.
reality is. Oh yeah. I'm gonna
It takes
manipulate
belief.
all people.
It takes belief for you to activate your abilities and cause things to happen. Well, up to a degree. You
Hmm.
say believe in yourself.
You
But
have
if
to believe in
somebody
yourself.
for you to do something, but for somebody else, if they have enough belief, they can hurt you.
Yes, they can.
That's
Because
what
it's psychic.
witchcraft. That's what witchcraft is in essence. Now people talked about being cursed or having a hex put on them and stuff like that.
Hmm.
There are ways of binding a person. The ways of hurting a person. It's been done for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, millions of years.
Hmm. Yes. And now the difference is that now for us, what make our group superior? Because I can fuck you up no matter where you're at in any universe. And
Hmm.
that's what's scary. Correct, Carlos? That's
That is
what's
correct.
scary. I can
That's
heal
one
you or
one of
kill you.
that's
Hmm.
one of the things that's scary.
Yep.
I keep on saying this, so that's only one of the aspects. The other aspect is Unimetrics one.
Oh, he even scarier.
Oh yeah, and
Fuck.
he don't even have to know he's around.
Hmm.
So
And remember, I did this to show all the people far follow throwing. That's why I bring out the gun and stuff to shoot you. Remember, say you make a get you from a quantum weapon. Well, they need to know what a quantum weapon is. The gun, the drone, the electricity, the spider. These are called quantum weapon. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
And that's why I take real people and hurt you and show you how quantum weapon is being used. Now you see how quantum weapon being used. This is the people of the future. Now I teach you how to use it. There's a reason I did that. So you can understanding and respect this thing. You want to free it, free it. Also respect it. Even you learn the word fear now from this weapon and respect at the same time. You call it cautious because you realize what this thing is capable of. And it's no fucking joke because you can die.
Yeah.
Now you understand. That's why you became a perfect human shield for me.
I
You know, I'm
understand where
smart.
he's coming. I know
Mhm.
where he's coming from, and I know where you're coming from.
Mhm. That's why I remind my student, I'm your instructor, not him. What I say, go, because I'm the true asshole of you all. And you, Carlos, are my hemorrhoid. You keep me in check because I can't get out of hand sometimes.
Yeah.
I may be right, but I can still get out of hand. It's not good for marketing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There's some things I have to let you go, run with it, and get burned because I could talk to you, I'm blue in the face, and sometimes when you set your mind on something, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
that's true. But I also learned to be mindful or considerate. That's why
exactly.
and last night you were happy. I
Yes.
throw a curve on you.
Yes, you did, and I was happy. I was
Mhm,
surprised, but I pleasantly surprised.
mhm. And I know I saw him attacking me continuously every turn.
Mhm.
You notice I
And
use you as a shield every turn and
and he
other.
came, and he came trying to convince me otherwise, and I was still on your side.
Hmm. Because I taught you right. I taught you that the body, emotion, mind, spirit, your experience is the true teacher. I'm here to teach you how to use it. That's all I am here for, nothing more, nothing less.
You taught me a portion, and the other part was a portion I've learned over life.
Exactly. And I'm just
Because
reminder, pretty much. Matter of fact, I didn't teach you anything, brother. I just came in as a reflection,
reminder,
a reminder. That's
exactly,
all. Consciously.
exactly. And like I said, I've learned enough in life through my own inner healing and inner work. You can't play with this, and there's a structure for a reason.
Hmm.
It's not about being enslaved. It's that once you head down this road, there's no turning back. Period.
No,
And there's
you know too
accountability.
much. Hmm.
Exactly. There's accountability. There's people you gotta account for, even if it's yourself. But your higher self is going to hold you accountable because that's what your higher self wants, is to be accountable. It knows.
Yes, it
So
knows.
you yourself will turn against yourself.
Rule number 4, what you send out come back to you. That create accountability right there. You can't escape it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's why when I shoot people, I want to make sure you feel the pain, but I have to immediately heal you. That's my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And also it teach you wisdom and respect. Like with
Exactly.
any gun, I do agree. As a gun owner, what is the most number one thing that a gun owner has to realize? That what you have in your hand is not a toy. It is
Exactly.
it is a dangerous weapon that can take life.
And you must be trained in using that weapon, or else it could take your own life or accidentally take somebody else's life.
That accidentally, and that's why we train. That's why we know a weapon. We respect it. We take care of it. It will never betray us if we take care of it.
You know, I don't know if I ever told you a story. I was when I was in the military. There was this staff sergeant. He was talking about gun safety, and he says when his child was born and it was old enough and aware enough, he let the child. He made sure the gun was unloaded. He let his child hold the gun and look at it. That way, he's removing the curiosity. Then he took his son to a gun range and the son sat back. He didn't touch the gun. He was in a safe place, and he showed his son what the gun can do. He shot the guy shot the gun, and I think he had a watermelon or something. He shot the gun, so the kid could see this is dangerous. This could really hurt you. It's not a toy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So he got rid of the curiosity. Then when the child was old enough and capable, he let the son shoot the gun.
Mm-hmm.
That child has a familiarity and an understanding of the weapon.
Correct.
It's not curiosity where people lock away the gun, this and that. That kid knows that if he's going to grab that gun, he knows what it can do. He knows not to play with it because he knows what it can do.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. We know what this can do. It doesn't require belief. It takes belief in yourself. But if the other person has belief, that's all it requires for you to get hurt.
That is correct. And that's the reason I did the same thing. I want to show you that this weapon that you created or manifested is not bullshit. If you think this is bullshit, come on down. You've been selected as you what? And hello. Uh, And now you've been selected to be an example. And you don't want to be selected in our group to be an example, right?
Even McDonald, Michael McDonald, he says he could when I decide, I'm not sure if I see it. I just go ahead and go with with the flow of how it goes. Okay, you do this, you do this, and you shoot. And I have that intent to do, to shoot the gun, whatever have you. He can actually actually see the gun, and he could actually see the beam hitting them.
Exactly. And me, I always tell people, as a teacher, what if I can't see it in my mind's eye? I mean, in your imagination? I say, it's okay. You just tell it and you know it's there. Trust the gun. They will receive it anyway.
Yeah, you trust. That's it.
Yes, you trust. And furthermore, you trust the gun if it do your part. You trust you by pulling the trigger, or you just give a command, it does it automatically, or you can manually do it. It will help you. But even you don't see it, but you know there's something there because it gives off heat, it gives off substance, it gives off coldness, or it gives off weight. Either or. It's something there. Because you may not see it. If you can't see it in your imagination, it's fine, but you will experience it. You will feel heaviness. Because them guns do have heaviness to it. That means it's something have weight. It has substance. I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
And that's why I told him to look for this sign, this signal. Because this ain't no joke. Because this thing has weight. And it will hit you, it will burn, it will hurt. And that's why we train now. The scariest thing of all is the spider and the truth ball. That truth ball is fucking no joke. That is a torturing device.
And the thing is, if you look at it, like you said, because I remember this, in the spiritual world, the weapons are real. Words are real. Your imagination, what you envision is real in the spiritual world. All right, like the armor of God. They talk about the armor of God. This is in the spiritual world that is real. When you put on the armor of God, that is real
to protect you. And
if you envision yourself being surrounded by the white light or a flame or something, to those spiritual beings, that is real.
And that's the reason they don't let you leave this planet. Now you realize why. Because you are a weapon. Your thought, your emotion, your mind, your body is a weapon, and it can hurt them. That's why they contain you in this planet on purposely.
Yep. Now, if you want to leave, this is what I understand, because there are other 3D planets. If you want to leave, fine, but they're going to put you another planet that's at the same level, same frequency, 3D, same level of consciousness. So you're still going to go from one to another. You're not going to go above your level.
And raising the vibration, no, you need to change your perspective of who you are. That's all you need to do. Like a TV channel.
I was telling somebody about that. Look at it. You got a higher self. Where's your higher self? It's not higher vibration. And you're
Exactly.
already, if that's the case, then you're already there. What's preventing you from seeing the higher perspective is whatever's blocking you from you communicating from your higher self, connecting with your higher self, that's what's blocking you
Mhm.
from seeing it that perspective. That's all.
And I tell you the secret. The reason they put you here so you can be bad as you can be, have things your way. You know, like you type a woman, have your way with her like that. That's why
Yeah.
the reason they want you to be out here and act out your whatever you need to act out. War, famine, crazy, raping, and killing as much as you can. But you're gonna get tired of it. You say, I don't like this anymore. You know, you're gonna grow out of it, and then you can
Yeah.
break. Oh,
That's where I'm at.
yeah.
Especially when you're kicking your own ass.
Yes.
No,
I mean, believe it or not, all of us had the same. When we were younger, we thinking, grab a woman, tie her up, have a way with her. We all think that way. But because we didn't think about consequences. Okay, like for example, a guy tie a kidnapper, tie her up, have his way. Then what next? See, am I wrong?
yeah.
What next?
Next is you got to flip around and do the and give the other person a turn.
Uh-huh.
That's much. That's what it is. It's like I'll give you. Somebody said this, gave me this example one time. Imagine you have a wife and you have a
Uh-huh.
child, and you go and you kill your wife.
Uh-huh.
When it comes back around, you have to then become the wife, which gets killed by the husband. But then you have to also come back around and be the child and experience the mother getting killed. So you get to hit it from all angles.
Exactly. In every life, you know.
Exactly. So it's like, why do you want to keep doing that over and over again? There's a point you're gonna say, okay, I've learned my lesson. I see where the pain's
Not only
coming
this,
from,
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
that when you start seeing where the pain is coming from and what it takes
Mm-hmm.
to heal it and correct it, you don't want to go back.
No, no,
So
you don't want. Mm-hmm.
you tend to treat people and think about people differently because you realize this is a source of my pain. I'm gonna stop getting burned. So I'm gonna think this way and do things this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one thing that I think our society globally really needs. People to do their own inner shadow
Yes,
work, their own inner healing work. They start realizing the reason you're here is because you're an asshole to somebody else. Not somebody's being an asshole to you. You don't like
yes.
it.
That's why. And and you know, everybody want to have their way with whatever. But women too, they want to capture a man, have their way with him or you know. But that's where I come in. I come in and show you what you think. This is dangerous, and show you. Until you learn that, you cannot join the cosmic family because the way you think can destroy them. It's
Yeah,
dangerous to them.
exactly. Once again, your thoughts in the spiritual world are real to them.
Hmm.
Came and left.
That's why. Good morning, baby. Good morning, Papansalan. Good morning, baby monkey. Do you sleep well? Yeah, a monkey. Honey, last night, me and Carlos talking about last night. Um, Carlos was surprised. Honey, tell the queen, were you surprised by my behavior last night?
He was a good boy. That was interesting. A pleasant surprise.
Yeah. And where's Poop Poop? He's in there? What's wrong, baby? Mm. It's okay. I'm not your daddy. I'm your super dad.
Mhm. Oh, I'm okay. I'm leaving you now. Bye bye. I don't love you anymore. Bye bye. I'm leaving you because I'm not your dad. Remember, I'm your super dad. So I'm leaving. Super leaving.
He's like, what?
Yeah, this is how my Pisces is. So the best way to win his heart, you tell him you don't love him. Then he try to do every way to win your heart. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Reverse psychology.
He gonna go cry. He gonna say, call dad, you know, like that. That's how you do it.
Reverse psychology.
That's how you do it with children. Some children you gotta show love. Some children I deny them love on purpose.
Yeah.
But a Pisces, you have to do that. James, that's my first wife is a Pisces. James is a Pisces. I've been teaching him, so I watched the pattern, you know, the understanding. Then there's astrological pattern.
Yeah. My last wife was with the Pisces also.
And they wishy-washy, meaning that they always true to someone they don't know, but they're not true to you because they think in their mind they got you. But the truth is they don't know how to keep you. Does that make
Yeah,
sense? They
but
don't have,
she's narcissistic. She's always trying to find somebody else.
yes, she's always close to someone she don't know. But the one she is with her, she not close to them. She start moving away. Like that. All Pisces have the same character.
Wow.
Have you noticed that? Even my
No, because she's the first Pisces I was with, and nah, it's I just know about her narcissistic behavior, and narcissists are that way too. They got you, but once they put you up on a pedestal. Once they got you, see you're less than perfect, according to their standards, they will disrespect you completely.
yes. Even my second wife, she was a Pisces. And I'm like, what the heck, you know?
Mhm. How you doing, Chris? You all right?
Mhm.
Come here.
I hear you.
But I know the next guy is gonna snitch. So,
Gotta keep it quiet. So
how you feel?
I'm doing all right.
No COVID?
No COVID. Wasn't none with COVID.
The snitch. I love we
Want
security.
to go in? All right. I'm back.
We security. We will snitch.
All right.
That's a job. Report and observe, right?
Report. Yeah. It's just that
Snitch.
you got
They
here.
say snitches get bitches. I know snitches get rewarded.
It's not that.
As long as
Just
you
got here a
don't
little. Got here a
ask
little late.
nothing to break the rule, you'll be okay. That's it. That's the secret. Snitches is an ongoing process.
Well, somebody's calling you.
I'm so Kim.
What happened?
Tired, man.
Oh, you ain't the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
So,
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
mhm. So do you see now? Like everything I've been doing is to prepare you to be true and loyal to you, to body, emotion, mind, spirit, and experience. And I always said, stick with that. Stick with what you know. Don't deviate.
Yeah.
And your experience will teach you that. It's all about you. It sounds like I'm teach you how to be a narcissist. No, I'm not teaching you how to be a narcissist. I'm teaching you how to be a super narcissist. Me, I, and myself. Because rule number 3 say, what do you want it all that is? All is one, one is all. So when you help someone, you're not actually helping someone, you're actually helping your version.
That's the iPhone charger.
Ain't that beautiful, Carlos?
Yeah. Super narcissist.
So that's what happened to Alex. He's my Russian guy who want to, for whatever, happy, this and that, that's fine. But he want to come for me, you know, come on with it, you know. And that's why I was smiling. Because when I smile, he walk into my trap. I'm so evil. Carlos, I'm so evil. I can't be stopped.
Yeah, you can be.
Huh?
You can be.
And I said, he's Russian? My Russian guy trying on me? Don't worry, I got Uncle Fester here. Model this. Because this is where loyalty come in. Who's your instruction? Me. Okay. Do what I say. And that's the reason I disagree, you know, with anything that is not based on the prescribed protocol. Because of safety, the world we travel is too dangerous. So that's the reason you cannot use something you're not unfamiliar with. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So dangerous. And we even tried a level 6 on people, the pure one. And guess what happened? You already seen the result. They got more confused.
Yeah, some of us are able to handle it, some because like I know Straymon and I are probably similar in that we already go within. That's where we gain most of our wisdom. And so our language and our speaking to ourselves is usually through emotion, through feeling. That's how for me, that's how I trace back to my thoughts. I follow my emotion to the thought that's causing it. You know, so you focus on the emotion and you pay attention to what thoughts are popping up. And that's telling you what your triggers are and why. And so sometimes sometimes you have to dissolve the emotion. Sometimes you have to reprogram, erase that thought or that thinking pattern and replace it with something new.
Yes. And the Russia and all that kind of stuff is good in chess game. Well, to be honest with you, I don't play chess game. Think about it. If time and space no longer is a barrier to you, there is no chess game. Does that make sense?
Right. Tic-tac-toe, football, all that is done with.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Look at Unimetric. Oh, you're a threat. That's no problem. I go back in time and get you before you were born. It's over. It's done.
Exactly.
You can't stop something that can see all the past, present, future in one place and can manipulate it at the same time. Yes, I will brainwash. Yes, I will manipulate.
Exactly.
Whatever, if I need to run an on-site operation to get you right, I will. If I need to manipulate you to get you right, I will. If I need to brainwash you to get you right, I will.
Or like you told us, like they do in the future. You don't want to submit, we'll go to the past and come to you as gods and you'll come worship us.
Regardless, you're going to be useful to us one way or another.
Exactly.
That's why that song say, one way or another, I'm going to get you. One way or another, I'm going to get you. It's called leverage. That's the insurance.
Yep.
Human being, we are known as the destroyer in future time, a conqueror. When people hear the word human being, they all no, I don't want to deal with that species. And I want them to know us because they just want to hide, but we still find them anyway, regardless. Guess how you find a species? If you have time travel technology, you can proceed to time stream. You can watch galaxy, how it formed. You can watch the different civilization. And that became so dominant. What we do, we will watch an evolution of a species within 1 hour or less. From beginning to then once we have seen how they develop and we want something from them, we don't need to go and confront them face to face. You back in time before the species was ill, you can genetically alter them, or you can as guiding them, nurturing them, so they will worship you as the teacher and parent. That's the secret.
Yeah, we got really good at it, didn't we? So now we're doing it to ourselves.
Once we
Oh,
realize that you have mastered time and parallel dimension, there is nothing for you in this dimension anymore. So it's time to move on to the next one. And when you master our technology that can be mastered, then the higher being will say, okay, now it's time for you to enter the archangel level or the Elohim level, as a species, like that. So you get more higher responsibility.
so they put forth a real big challenge.
Mhm.
You've done this to all these societies. How much did you learn? This is your test.
Mhm.
This is your test. Go fix this.
And they will do what you already know. And then the high being say, well, we can't accept you. Your application is denied. For why? Well, because you have messes that you have to clean up. And then they point out, you see this area, they say that's eons ago. Space time don't matter. You're all in the now. So you have to fix your now from the past life perspective. So they say you have to heal your past life.
That's also the test. The path. If you don't pass this test, you don't get to graduate. So that's part of the passing test. And it's like I said, you've done this all these other worlds and societies. Now it's your turn to take what you've learned and fix this mess.
Clean yourself up,
Exactly.
And that's what's going on. I let people know out there, I'm Dr. K. I'm one badass motherfucker in our universe. I can't be stopped. I can't be destroyed. I eat white women or a white man for breakfast. I take out black women for breakfast, lunch, and I will destroy our Asian to get in my way because I'm what I call a super soldier. And I'm here to create more super soldier. I'm like that movie Van Damme, Universal Soldier. And I make more of people like me. And that's what we do. Remember, I'm not going to be your bitch. You're going to be my bitch because I'm the one. That's more like it, right, Carlos? That's familiar right there. But last night, that's not Dr. K. Who are you?
Yeah, no, what'd you do with him? Where's he at?
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. Like he's calm. Wow.
He was
on stride.
All that force field training pay off. The invisibility shield stuff.
Yep.
Yes, I saw he was coming at me. I felt his anger, his aggression. But for what purpose? You can't beat a Cambodian guy. I would take all the Russian. Because you know why? You know why?
Why?
I watch Russian porno. I saw how it is done,
That's how you base it. That's what you base it on, huh?
Video, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I done. But as again, I win because I can kill and hurt people from a distance. Doesn't matter where you're at. Up, you can be in the path of the future. I can still get you. That's the beauty about what we have, the quantum weapon. And now you all can manifest it, create it. I'm too dangerous, Carlos. Belief. Mhm.
Yeah.
All that thinking about believing and bullshit, now you find it's all a lie. When it comes to psych operation. You know what? I always said that, oh, you have to believe something, make it true. Now you find it's a lie. I told you. Brainwash, bullshit, manipulate. Because the real thing, Carlos, you don't need to believe in them. Real is real. And it will let you know instantly when you play with it. It's potent. Can be duplicated. Water. You don't have to believe in it, but it's real. It's there. And it affects your life every day. Correct?
Correct.
Ah. That's what it is.
10:45. I got an hour and 15 minutes.
Are you at the dock area?
No, I'm in the front by the street. I'm outside of the gate.
This is a life of security. That's why I told my honey, I said, baby, this is why I invest in all the crypto and stuff. So we once we're going to get our several million out of we sell for other people. We can follow our passion. And my passion to conquer the world, the star system, this planet, to bring the Führer back in, and we're gonna capture the white men, white women, black men, black women, and turn
That
them
would be interesting if high function ever showed up physically in this planet.
yes, high function ain't no joke, you know.
No, he no joke. He may be nice, but he means business. He's
And the reason,
go ahead. I would, one day like to actually meet, I don't know if I could be able to do it in this lifetime, but I would actually like to meet up and say hi.
I wouldn't say hi. I wouldn't say hi. It's pretty big. She's like a what?
I know, but he's helped me with some healing before also. One day I was meditating, trying to deal with a certain internal issue, and he kept on popping in my mind. I would say hi. He was okay, and I went back to what I was doing. I felt him again. It's like I heard his name. I would say hi. So it's like he was there helping me do what I was doing, my healing work, and he was very helpful. So, and I appreciate that.
I wouldn't say hi. I love him. I wouldn't say hi. He's the gigantic reptilian super king, 36 feet. You know.
Yeah, I probably freak out.
Honey, let me see. That's like 12. Is it 12 feet is 4 meters, right? Oh, correct. 4 feet is 12 meters.
Well, a meter is a little more than a yard. So 12 feet is about 4 meters. This is 4 yards.
Okay. Who is that?
Is that a monkey?
Yeah. Who is that? What? I just saw something. What is that? Is that Brandon? Is that Justin? No? Who is that? Who is that next to my mama monster? Oh my goodness. Love you, baby. Oh, honey, we were talking about my Russian student. Yeah, last night he come to trying to take me down. And Carlos saw it too. And I use Carlos as my Gabir, my human shield. And Carlos was surprised because usually when things like that, I come out and act, and act cuckoo in front of camera. But I didn't act cuckoo, act quiet, nice. And then Carlos got worried. Like, that's not Dr. K. What you do?
What did you do with Dr. K? Where'd he go? You're not Dr. K.
Mhm. Honey, were you surprised yesterday? You were wondering, say, oh, what happened to my husband?
Yes, I do.
Where's my husband? Where's Dr.
What'd you do? What'd you do with Dr. K?
K? I'm Dr. K, his new version. You know why, honey, my secret? Because my student, I teach them to believe in themselves, their body, emotion, mind, and spirit, and experience. So that's why I did not worry if someone come and try to confuse them. They can't be confused. It's impossible for you to be confused, especially when you know everything is you. Oh, I'm excited right now.
Excited, huh?
Yeah,
You better hurry up and get to Canada.
yeah, my snake a lot. He said to call, you know. Yeah, and that's what happened, honey. My Russian guy, he's a student from 2018. And during that time, he did not train like you guys train. It's not that advanced. Train the old way, the food, everything the old way. There was no gun training. It's only, the medicine. I love the old way, the chaknam. Remember the medicine where you device between the hand and you inject with the thumb, like that, That was the old way. What else? Changing the water into alcohol, change the water into medicine. Uh-oh. I thought my mom's sleeping. I see monkey. Is that Justin behind you?
No, but I have.
Who is that in front of you? Is that a cat? No, right there. It looked like a cat. A monkey? Oh, okay, the monkey. Mhm. It's my baby. Okay, so yes, you're right. Gatmao Changcha, he did come to challenge, basically to he came there for one purpose, honey, to discredit me, to confuse the student. I think in English, in Cambodia, it means Gatmao Changcha and Mao Arbaway, I go some way. Both of you was correct. But you know why I smile? Because I got my general right there. He gonna handle this.
That's why, huh?
And then he keeps saying I bullshit people. I say but that's nothing new. Honey, that's nothing new. I brainwash, I bullshit, I manipulate people 24/7. That's nothing new. If I don't do that, how can they get straight? I have the dumb way. They're weak. If they're crooked, I have to brainwash them, manipulate them, and control them to get them straight. Yeah, that's what it is. Now weak, though, dumb we are strong. And he was telling the student, you see, last night, saying that, oh, you have to believe. You don't believe, don't work, this and that. I say that's not true. Carlos didn't believe in the bullet. When I shot him, it hurt. And other Sapon too. They didn't believe. When I hit him with it, boom, what was it? That's why I can make real bullshit, bullshit real at will. It's all up to me. That's beautiful, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
They think they know stuff. I can make what they know become bullshit. I can make what they don't know become real. That's my power. The power to manipulate our reality. Change the law of physics on you just like that. Except I can't escape the 5 rule. But that's my problem. I cannot escape from that when I kick in the bond because that rule got So that's what we talk about today, honey. And then we talk about what else we talk about, Carlos?
Good question. We mainly talked about him. We talked about the differences between what I understand and what Alex was saying.
Mhm.
You know, I
Level
understand
6.
where, yeah,
Yeah.
he's coming from a level 6 type mentality, but a lot of people are not ready to go there and be there. And to be in
Yeah.
that area, you have to be focused. You have to be sure of yourself. You have to be very
Mhm.
focused and self-disciplined. Because if
Mhm.
not, you're going to wind up creating just a lot of things you don't really want to create if you're not careful.
And it's easy to do, but it's hard to master.
Exactly.
Success, because it can get confusing if you don't understand level 4, level 5, and what is the difference between level 4, level 5, and level 6. There's a lot different, but also there's no different. The cockney a man, but them cockney a Monday. So that's why it's strange. Okay, let me go ahead, let you go, and we
All right.
reconvene you. And it was good. And thank you, everyone, YouTube, for watching. It was amazing. Please support me, and some of you who want to donate money from me, just send it to my PayPal directly, because YouTube, if you don't give enough, what happened? YouTube don't give me the money at all. You got to make it over 100. Okay, so I best that if you're going to plan to give me money, donate. Unless people donate a lot over 100 or something, then the YouTube won't give it to me. They just take it. But if you want to donate my $20, $30, just do it directly to my PayPal. Okay, KOSOL 123456789 @gmail.com. You know what people don't realize about YouTube? They won't give you the money if it don't reach 100. Then if you don't make 100 that month, what happened? They take the money. It's there. I don't get nothing.
Wow.
So FYI, okay? To those who are planning to give me money, just give it directly to the PayPal. Thank you. That's how it works. If you don't give directly to PayPal, give us through Patreon or something, or to Venmo, like that. Even Cash App, give it to me like that too, okay? Okay, thank you, and see you in a little bit. Okay, Carlos, I'm gonna go.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, can you kill the Zoom?
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Okay.